October the 1st, 1994, more than 23,000 like-minded people took part in a unique 13-day festival of sport. It was one of the largest multi-sports events ever held in the world. The occasion was the 1994 World Masters Games. The place, Brisbane, Australia. The event had been staged previously in Canada in 1985 and Denmark in 1989. Brisbane was granted the rights to stage the third World Masters Games following submissions to Masters Games International, the sanctioning body. The concept of World Masters Games is unique in that it enables competition across a range of sports at one time. It's unique also in its broad appeal to sportsmen and women as young as 25 to a crowd appealing 101 years of age.
Swimming her way into the Guinness Book of Records.
I really enjoy it. I was with the World Masters Games in Denmark in '89, and I feel that these games are even better, although they were good in Denmark.
Masters sport is well established in many countries and growing in popularity. It appeals to former international athletes and champions, to those who've returned to their sport, and to those for whom it is a way of life. A chance to integrate sport and social enjoyment.
Yeah, I have the 2 and the 4 final and the javelin. Great. That's in 2 days' time.
And last year in Miyazaki, Japan, in World Championship, I broke the world record in shot put. And hopefully I break the world record in discus in my age group, which is 55 to 59 age group.
Brisbane, capital city of the state of Queensland in Australia, set about the task of managing the event in a highly professional and visible manner. It operated from a building in the heart of town, indicative of the high profile it set out to take in order to secure the support of government, city, sponsors and the community. 5,000 volunteers helped the relatively small executive staff employed by the Brisbane organisers. Competitors from 72 countries took part in the Brisbane Games. They contested 30 sports at 103 venues. The event was covered by 300 accredited journalists and photographers. It greatly helps the festival atmosphere if sport and culture can meet. Brisbane coincided the Games with its annual cultural festival called Warana. At the same time, conferences on sports medicine and women in sport were held. The financial impact of a World Masters event on a host city is substantial. In Brisbane's case, it generated $50 million in additional economic activity. The Games are a time for reunions and for making new friends. Friendships which Masters Games will keep alive for many years. These are games firmly founded on the great traditions of amateur sport and on the proposition that the sporting life should be a long and healthy one.
I've met so many players that I hadn't seen for, 10, 15 years sometimes. And the social aspects, that plays a big part of it. I think we're all a little bit competitive still, but there's a lot more to it than just the competitive side of it. I still want to win. I think, you don't lose that. You don't lose wanting to win. I don't think you want to win as badly.
At times, you sort of wonder why you do it, but the answer is, in every time you jump in the pool, you just feel like it's just a personal challenge to do something hard each day, I think, mostly the training. And then if you like to compete, that's an additional thing.
Brad Cooper competed in the last golden days of Aussie swimming. He took gold at the 1972 Munich Olympics.
25 metres to go, Cooper's going right away from them.
2 years later, Commonwealth gold in the 200 metres backstroke. He's churned up the Chandler Water at the Masters, competing in 6 stillwater events and the surf lifesaving.
An international board of governors elected by the international sports federations, who are members of GAIF, is responsible for ensuring the future development of World Masters Games in accordance with the direction of the international sports federations. During the Brisbane Games, the International Board announced that Portland in the United States will host the 1998 World Masters Games.
But as Portland, Oregon begins its preparation for the 1998 World Masters Games, we owe a huge debt of gratitude to all of you who have helped pave the way.
I strongly believe that these games are now established as a worldwide event with a great future.